Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's day 3 about talking about the deadly sins, and today we're going to be talking about an interesting one, lust. According to Google and the Bible, lust is an inordinate and selfish craving for something that violates God's will, most commonly in a sinful, intense sexual desire for someone other than one's spouse. It is defined not just by physical action, but as a sin of the heart and mind that dishonors its object and disregards God. So to sum that up, lust is basically a strong desire for something, and it's usually a strong sexual desire. Now, lust is very, 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 very dangerous, and the reason why I find this interesting is because lust is the only one of these sins we're going to be talking about this week that God specifically states to run away from. Run away. To flee. Usually for these sins, you're supposed to confront them head on and fight them, but the interesting thing about lust is that you're supposed to flee, and there's a very, very specific reason for this. But before I dive into that, let me give you some examples of people in the Bible fleeing from lust. Let's give the classic example of Joseph and Potiphar's wife. Potiphar's wife pressured Joseph into sleeping with her. And what did he do? He ran. He ran as fast as he could. And if I know about the context of that Bible verse, he probably ran an 11-second 100-meter dash. He ran so fast that he left his cloak behind. What about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? The men of the city were trying to sleep with God's angels, the sons of God. Can you imagine that? The audacity they had. They knocked at Lot's door and said to him, "Open the door for us, and let us know these people you brought in carnally." So what did Lot do? He prayed because he had daughters and they were basically innocent. And if they saw something like that, they would lose all their innocence. So he prayed about it and they ran because because this city was so evil, angels of the Lord announced that they were going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. But ultimately, notice how they ran. They didn't try to fight them. They didn't try to resolve the issue head on. They ran. They ran for their lives. Lust is so tempting. It's so evil. In fact, the devil will make you think that when you are maybe having a lust situation, that you're alone. But really, you're not. And God watches you. If you're in a relationship, attraction is very important, but don't only look at your partner as a sex tool. Look at their heart. Look at their personality. Because I feel like a lot of teenagers my age these days are always like, oh, that girl's bad. Oh, that girl's chopped. Blah, blah, blah. But it's not always about that, and that's wrong to only judge a girl on her looks, but not her personality and maybe shared interests you guys like. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 7. Love is patient and kind. It does not insist on its own way. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. That's the definition of true love, guys. It's not only about looks. It's not only about hoping for that first kiss. I mean, that's important because, like, you guys have to be comfortable around each other, but it's not always about that. It's about trust. It's about the bond you build with each other. It's about your honesty. How well do you know this person? Because some people are not who they seem. So you can't be blinded by lust and blinded what you see on the outside. But ask God to help you to see what they're truly thinking. At the same time, don't always judge a person on the outside, but love them for who they are on the inside. So it can go both ways interchangeably, basically. Let's say if you see a girl and you like what you see, then that's fine. But don't just jump straight to it. Actually try to find out more about her, get to know her. Because stuff like that and not talking and expressing your emotions can start leading to kind of creepiness and some bad thoughts. So whether you're in a relationship right now or you're seeking a relationship, Ask God that it doesn't lead to lustful thoughts, and that He'll help you in the relationship or finding the right person for you. We talked about greediness in the last video, and lust is like 80% about sexual desire, but the other 20% is other things, and one of those things is money. Lustful desire for money is very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve the world and God. It doesn't work like that. It's either one or the other. Because you want to know what it's called? That's called being a lukewarm Christian. And if you know anything about being a lukewarm Christian, you better want to stay away with it. Because it's bad. It's bad to be. Jesus said in the Bible he'd rather you at least be fully on one side, so it's clear. He said he'd rather you be cold than being in the middle. So, guys, seek to make your life successful, but not to the point where you're prioritizing money more than God. That is also lust. If you're struggling with lust, you can leave a comment down below, and I can give you some encouragement. And like I said, the only way to defeat it is to run from it, and also just quit bad habits. Like, for example, if you goon or maybe you watch porn, don't do that. Ask God to help you, because the establishment you've made already is hard, and not even hard, it's impossible to stop on your own. Only God can help you to get rid of your lustful desires and your lustful ways. So just pray to God about it, because God ultimately has the best answers to your questions, and He's the best teacher too. So don't just listen to me. Go listen to God. Go sit in His presence for a few minutes, and you'll just see, you'll feel more comfortable and you'll feel desexualized. But thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, drop a like and subscribe if you wish. We'll be talking about another deadly sin tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye, and Jesus loves you.